This could have been a dream, but I testify to this day that what I saw was a ghost. So here I am, a young kid who awoke in the middle of the night. I was sharing a bunk bed with my brother. I had the top bunk. I look into the living room and notice everything's dark. However, there's a person in an evening gown dusting our fireplace mantel. This woman was slender, which threw me off guard because my mom's a bit on the chunky side. I yelled out, "Mom!" to the person that was dusting the mantel, and she turned around. It wasn't my mother. It was some older woman. Suddenly, she started screaming. Her face becomes severely distorted. It was like that stuff you see in horror movies, like ridiculously scary, especially for a younger kid. I blinked my eyes. She vanished. I somehow was able to fall back asleep. The next morning, I went into the living room and I noticed that even though the TV was off, there was something written on the screen. It said, "Do not be afraid." And then the text slowly faded. No one else saw it. As a younger person, this was, and still is, terrifying to me. A man goes to a bed and breakfast. While checking in, the owner tells him that the room next to his is undergoing some repairs, so don't open the door or anything like that. The man goes to his room, drops his things off, and gets settled. But then he gets bored. He pokes around the house a little and nothing else to do, so he decides to go to the room that's undergoing repairs. He tries the door, and it's locked. He wonders why the owner would even bother warning him about this room, since it's locked anyway. Whatever. He peeks through the keyhole, and the room beyond isn't actually being repaired. It's completely empty, except for a figure in the far side of the room that's sitting in a chair facing the wall. The man stands back up and is obviously freaked out. So, just to make sure he wasn't imagining things, he bends down and looks through the keyhole again. This time, he doesn't see the figure or the room at all, just the color red, like someone was blocking the keyhole on the other side with red construction paper. Completely weirded out, the man goes to bed. When he's at breakfast with the owner the next morning, the man casually asks him about the repairs in the next room. The owner sighs and says, "Truthfully, I don't rent that room out because so many people in the past have told me it's haunted by a ghost with red eyes."